Hi, for those who don't know me, my name is Johnny Robillard and I am the owner of BodyTech Fitness in Big Bear City, California. And I am just sharing a little bit about my experience of exercise during pregnancy. I am, as of right now, 11 weeks with baby number 5, and I have been exercising all the way through with each and every one of my pregnancies, and I'm continuing with this one as well. So I just want to share a little bit about where I'm coming from and how I feel about pregnancy and exercise and what you should and should not do. So I'm just going to share a couple things that people will tell you that will caution you against, because anything that you Google or talk to a doctor about or a nurse, they'll be like, okay, don't lay on your back. Don't overheat yourself. You know, they'll tell you these cautions, but coming from somebody who's been there and done it a lot, I'm just going to share a little bit about what exactly I think where the line really is. Okay, so the first thing is laying on your back. I find that it's different. It'll be different for everyone. And for me, it was even different with each baby. And you know how I knew when it was time to stop laying on my back? My body told me. I was just uncomfortable. I was laying on my back. I was like, I don't feel comfortable. And then I was like, no more of that. And that is the gauge that should be for everyone. We are all a little bit different. We carry a little differently. We grow at different stages. And that's really the time that you want to judge when you should not be laying on your back anymore. And then you can switch to a Bosu ball, those half balls, and you can kind of be at a little incline. So you can still do some like chest flies or things like that. That's a little bit modified. So I just want to emphasize that with laying on your back, the baby's not in danger. You know, so many first-time moms, they're like, oh, I just want to hurt the baby. And I get that. But in that situation, it's actually you that's feeling uncomfortable and could feel lightheaded or feel like you're going to pass out. And it's not going to hurt the baby. But so listen to your body to protect yourself. And all right, so that's my first one. Okay, the next one is getting overheated. So they will tell you, you don't want to get overheated. You want to heat your internal temperature. And for me, like they'll tell you, don't go in the jacuzzi or a hot bath. For me, I could get just as heated up doing exercise as going in a hot bath. But in both cases, I need to know when it's time to get out and let my body cool off, or slow down and let my body cool off. So whenever I'm doing exercise, like especially cardio, that's a little bit more intense. If I feel myself getting overheated, then I just take it back a little bit, have some water, and listen to my body about when it's time to start up again. Okay, so overheating is the next one. And once again, it really is listening to your body. You know your body. We are so in tune with our body. And so that's the next one. Okay, so one of the other things is range of motion, because you have a lot of elasticity in your body as it's changing and moving. So just be careful. That's a pretty simple one. If you were not doing a lot of deep plie wide squats before, don't just think I'm going to start doing this now and really get in there, because then you could pull something and that's just uncomfortable. All right. So that is another one. And then the whole concept of don't do anything that you weren't previously doing. So when I say this, I don't mean you can't walk if you were not walking last week. I mean that if you have never done kickboxing or step class, that today you're like, I'm going to take up kickboxing. That's not a good idea when you are first pregnant. You can do it after. But for now, if you have not been in the habit of fitness and you want to get started on that, then just start with walking, and that is great. You should, even if you haven't been doing exercise, you should start exercise. Start right now, and that's great. But just choose your exercises wisely. So hop on a treadmill, do 15 minutes. The next week, listen to your body, do 20 minutes. You can also walk at an incline. That's a really great cardio workout. And in addition to that, doing light weights, like for your arms, that's also fine as well. Just don't lift super heavy. Make sure you're tightening your core, and do 10 minutes of arms. I have a lot of arm videos posted on my channel that are like 10-minute and 5-minute, and those are really great to add into your weekly routine or a couple times a week. All right, so that is the fourth point, is that don't do what you haven't done. However, you can still do something, okay? All right, so my last thing is doing things that are dangerous, like Even if I was into mountain biking, I wouldn't do mountain biking while I'm pregnant. It's not worth the risk to me. So it's just about, it's not a across the board rule. Okay, I've been doing this all along, so it's fine. It's just, don't do it if it's actually dangerous where you could fall and hurt yourself and hurt the baby. All right, so that is the final point. Don't do something that is dangerous. But other than that, really enjoy your pregnancy and enjoy taking care of your body and trusting that what you are doing is good for you and good for your baby. All right, I hope you stick with me on this journey as I share more little tidbits and insight on exercise during pregnancy.